Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Well, on the south side as the US forces, we have AngoJeep. On the north side as the Wehrmacht forces, we have Mundi. Now for this first squad of Pioneers, second squad is pushing on as well. Let's take a quick look at him. We got 3 squads of Pioneers. I can only use the 3rd squad to deploy out the Wehrmacht quarter. This map is relatively big, so going for extra Pioneers makes sense, trying to capture as much of the map as possible. No additional Pioneers being put on the field, so there's definitely going to be building the Wehrmacht quarters right there. Now here the barracks has been built, let's use both his engineers to help build it, because it seemed relatively quick. And now we've got the first squad of riflemen, I'm guessing. Not a Jeep.
Squad ready for orders.
Field point has been captured. Engineers rotating around, trying to capture some more of these sectors. Rifleman squad now deployed out in the field.
Munitions point is ours. Army Corps here.
Engineers advancing their way up and north.
Able company has the point. Engineers ready to roll.
Right now, you can see more field control by the Wehrmacht player since he went for the extra Pioneer. Now we got the Rifleman squad advance a bit farther forward, trying to engage his opponent. Got this Volksgrenadier now also deployed on field. Some heavy cover from the U's. Looks like he's going to pull out some wire, however. Pioneer squad does capture the central VP, getting an early VP lead. And the Rifleman squad is going straight for this munitions point. Pioneers can't really do much versus Riflemen, but it looks like he's going to hunt down that Pioneer with that Rifleman squad. And we'll get some great damage from the Pioneer squad. Pioneer squad needs to fall back now before it gets wiped out. Volksgrenadiers push forward. There's some light cover from the Utilized right there.
Let's get this over with, God damn it!
Now the Rifleman behind that heavy cover there, there's a big line sight blocker via the crane. And only some of the Rifleman models will be firing right there. Looks like he's being repositioned, but also, again, more of those models are not in proper cover. And some of the Volksgrenadiers getting some pot shots there. Now got 2 Rifleman squads and engineer advancing onto this Volksgrenadier. Volksgrenadiers looks like eyeing to get back in this garrison. There's some good windows there, and the Infantry 42 finds some great suppression there. Force them back to those squads immediately. Over here, engineers and pioneers engaging at close range. And looks like now the pioneers will be getting inside the garrison to engage the engineers. Right now, it looks like I'm trying to get both health bars in the mix. There we go. Looks like the engineers are slightly winning out. Rifleman squad will make it now that the engineers will win out, given enough time. Does this say fabricate the barrels? Is that what that sign means? Volksgrenadier are going to push them forward, banning the heavy cover there, as the Rifleman squad does get behind the train. Pioneers have seen a bit of damage there. Volksgrenadiers could perhaps eye for one of these garrisons to fight from, or some heavy cover. The heavy cover is probably better than the garrison itself. Pioneer squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. It has seen quite a bit of damage. Pioneer squad does retreat back on the far side, and may just retreat back a little bit later until the coast is clear. Volksgrenadiers does get inside the garrison and does wipe the Pioneer there. Waited too long to retreat back the squad, and then it was back into a corner. Riflemen and engineers are pushed way forward along the left flank. There's only a Pioneer squad there and some good amount of wire. Fresh Rifleman squad deployed on field, going for grenade research. Do now have 4 riflemen into grenades. Riflemen and Volksgrenadier engaging out from heavy cover. Volksgrenadier down to 3 models, Riflemen down have 4 models. I think the Volksgrenadier will lose out now that the engineers advancing on forward. Rifleman's good decapture this munitions point there, very nice. This Pioneer squad will be saved by a landmine. for now. Another rifleman squad now advancing forward. MP-42 firing away onto this rifleman squad inside the garrison there. And this engineer squad may get wiped out by this fresh Volksgrenadiers.
Grenades have arrived.
Volksgrenadiers, 2 squads of Volksgrenadiers here. The main sea grenade here, they're pretty stacked up. Looks like a prime target for a grenade. And grenades being thrown. No response. Gets a massive hit there. And does get the wipe there. Rifleman squad engaging the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers on 2 models there, and the Rifleman squad does win out. Ooh, that Rifleman squad's really even defense crews now pose a threat to the Rifleman squad. But the Rifleman squad does throw a frag grenade there, and does abandon the garrison and will lose one of the models to that grenade. Pioneers trying to gauge these riflemen at close range. The Rifleman squad does get inside the garrison now. Wehrmacht sniper now deployed on the field, getting his first kill, and the Rifleman squad does fall back.
Tell the medics we got the triage center up. Now we can sniff out those mines.
Triage center a bit farther forward or like. You have to be now micro to make sure you guys get into the healing radius, and not just automatically there as you start reinforcing your squads. We do also have a minesweeper in this region as well. Landmine's been detonated by the Volksgrenadiers. Do lose a model there. Sniper does get a shot onto the engineers.
They're going after one of our munitions points.
Taking rifle fire! Look sharp, rifleman! The enemy's moving up! Squad, reinforced! Taking fire!
Rifleman squad now advancing over here. Got this engineer over here. This Rifleman squad engineer a bit idle. Starting to make their way forward now. Wehrmacht sniper not camouflaged at the moment. MG42 set up in this region. May find some of these forces. Engineer over here moving around, does not being upgraded flamer. And the minesweeper does get suppressed there. Rifleman squad now pushing way forward, trying to overrun the sniper. Got a flamer pioneer here, and now does go a frag grenade. Gets a good hit there on the Volksgrenadiers, as well as splash the pioneers a little bit. Volksgrenadier squad does fall back there, and the suppression will continue. Rifleman squad does flank the MG42, overrunning it. He does pack it up nice and early, trying to avoid any frag grenades. At this point in time, he may want to get it fully retreated. Sniper could turn around, try to pick off one of these models before falling back as well. Oh, there's also a rifleman right there. Not sure how he got there, but now we got a second MG42 deployed on the field as well. Let's get suppressed on down, and does wipe out that rifleman squad, and now we've got full fatherland activated, so he has gone for defensive doctrine. And I think he went for that, he panicked and got out the pinto mount immediately. Finds some landmines here, does not wipe out that wounded rifleman. Pioneer without a minesweeper is engaging the engineers with a minesweeper, or down to
being captured.
Down one model as well.
Initiating defensive operations.
And sniper does get a shot there on that rifleman. Defensive operations I heard activated, so that means he's gone for infantry. So infantry versus defense. Rifleman squad does throw a frag grenade there. Doom Armory now being deployed out in the field. Doom Armory has now been cancelled off the field. Let's... Oh, I think he's repositioning it just for that pinto mount for better coverage. Infantry do not have off power shoot now available. Does not have enough munitions for it, but we'll just only need 1 minute's worth of munitions.
Annihilated.
Sniper does finish off the engineer squad there. MG42 set up in this region. Right now, the VPs are in favor of the US player by a small margin, and that's growing. And now the Rifleman squad does lay down a landmine. Will we see a sniper and a landmine?
The men are formed up, sir. Rifles, ready for battle.
Rifleman squads are pushing way forward. Sticky bombs now pulled on the field. We got 4 rifleman squads still, no bars. We do have supply yard, we do have the motor pool. Motor pool on the way. Now that the rifleman squad, we've seen a bit of fire there. MG42 firing away, trying to suppress these rifleman squads. So suppress one. And now we've got the other ones being suppressed, so likely it will not be overran.
Enemy unit down.
Flamer Pioneer does receive quite a bit of damage there. And looks like this rifleman squad will get the frag grenade off. Grenade will connect. Doesn't put damage there and does get fully wiped out. This MG42 does get overrun by the rifleman squad as well. Does avoid that grenade. Sniper fires a shot there. Sniper grenades are fully retreat now, receiving quite a bit of damage from multiple squads. And try to camouflage away. Does activate for the fatherland. And the US player's now eyeing for a landmine there. Do now have a fresh Stug deployed on the field. Does spot the landmine being deployed on the field. It may actually get destroyed by a Stug shot. Or detonated. He could actually try detonating the landmine early with his Stug to blow up the rifleman. But he does not. The US player has a minesweeper. The Wehrmacht player also has a minesweeper, which is right over here. He does avoid the landmine for the time being. Rifleman squad could potentially get some crushes there by a Stug. Or Stug. The Stug is just trying to drive on forward. Does see if a sniper shot there with the sniper. Just the one sniper there out of Volksgrenadiers.
MG crew.
One MG42. The MG42 has been captured up. There's a rifleman with the MG42 now. We got this rifleman squad push way forward. Greyhound now pulled on the field. And does detect that landmine now. Good job avoiding it.
What are your orders?
No Kampfgraf Center, so there's no veterancy. He could stand to upgrade, get that deployed out, get that 1 support units. MG42 does ban the garrison there. Unable to set up in time before the rifleman squad overran him. And do got a fresh Stug deployed on the field. Not sure if this is sneaky bomb research just yet. Rifleman does receive a shot there from the Stug.
Base is taking fire.
Rifleman squad does go ahead and throw a frag grenade there.
We are losing ground.
Over here, Rifleman squad engaging the Stug in glorious ranged combat. Rifleman squads are largely avoiding damage there. Does actually receive a good hit there. Also was also spotted a sniper. Got medical supplies there on the MG42. He has decaptured that point right there, but has not cut off this munition sector because this munition sector is providing supply.
Should we crush them or shoot them?
Does find another good hit there onto the engineers. And telephone pole does go down. MG42 is set on up. And do have a second Wehrmacht sniper deployed on the field. No support weapon center at the moment. Okay, that was a pioneer, not a sniper. Engineers do find a landmine upon retreat.
One shot.
Now we've got these snipers advancing on forward. You know how often I find a sniper hitting a landmine in these replays? The answer is very often. They're just crushing some debris there. Rifleman squad trying to charge forward. They must have sticky bombs for research. Yep. Based on how the movement is, that's definitely trying to go for a sticky bomb. Rifleman squad trying to overrun those snipers. Just took get some shots there. The MG42 does get forced back from the Greyhound. Does spot the snipers there. Needs a full retreat there. Does use for the fatherland active to help cover their retreat. Sticky bomb has been thrown this one here. Yellow Stug does not have damage in crit there. There's an 8 damage in crit there. Does get a good hit there on the Greyhound. And now it's going for a landmine there. And the Greyhound has backed off a little bit. I don't see it. AT gun way back here. Does get a sticky bomb off once again.
300 points left.
And looks like another rifleman squad pushing forward with a sticky bomb. Does get the kill down the Greyhound. Is the US player low on munitions? US player's out of munitions. Oh, does get a sticky bomb off in time, but he will not get off additional. He gets a destroyed engine crit there. Pioneers trying to advance forward, trying to get a crit up. Snipers advancing forward as well. They don't really have good. There's a good angle there on some of those riflemen. It does fall back now. Snipers do get some shots somewhere.
57mm.
Oh, that's no. May have been a squad wipe if he got a couple of shots off recently. Because I don't see their treating squad. AT gun does find some shots there on the Stug, who's currently getting caught up on the house. And goes out of control right there.
Enemy unit down.
M2 howitzer not complete. Light barrage, we got level 1 production here. And, ooh, almost got a sniper there. Gets a good hit there on the MG42. Finds a good hit there on the MG42. Sniper just needs to run this way.
Rifles at the ready.
2 rifleman squads advancing forward. 1 less Stug to hold them back. The Stug's not fully repaired. Sniper trying to find a shot on the rifleman. And Pioneers trying to recapture this munitions sector. Rifleman squadron over on the sniper there. May see a sticky bomb with that Stug once again. As right now, the defensive player could go for some 2-3-4s in order to hit these infantry a little bit better. Or Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer now raining on in.
Seizing territory from us.
Does get a good hit there on the rifleman squad. A pretty tight, actually that's one, very, very tight, scatter there. Most of the time I see the Stugs literally hitting everything across the map, except for the target they're trying to shoot at. Snipers do get on camouflage there, receive some shots there. They're trying to force some crushes there. Not sure what exploded over there. Maybe there's a landmine. Does take up a Pioneer, not a sniper. Sniper's getting overran. That's used for the fatherland. Now I've got a fresh 2-3-4 deployed on the field. And it does have a camouflage center deployed on the field. No veterancy on support weapons. That's a US player. We do have a camouflage center here. No veterancy on anything. Except for tanks. Well, I could stand to get some veterancy on those support weapons.
We have 200 points.
M1AT gun may receive a shot there from the Stug. Does see if it can send a shot there in the barracks. 2-3-4 advancing forward. Pioneers have been deployed on the field. Gonna go for a sticky bomb there. Gotta maintain the distance from the rifleman. Receive a bit of fire there. Rifle squads do fall back. MG42 now complete. And I hear Nebelwerfer barrage running somewhere. Getting caught up on the terrain there. He does get the bomb there on the Stug. Nebelwerfer barrage running on in. Does miss the M1AT gun, but may get singed as he pushes on forward. There's still a little bit of cinder effect there. The Stug should manage to escape on out. Another squad of Pioneers deployed out on the field. That's gonna get it there on the 2-3-4. Does avoid any additional fire there. Has packed on up, trying to overrun the AT gun, trying to save it. Does get some good damage there. Drops a model. And does try to set on up, but looks like it will be avoided. Over here, looks like the Pioneer Squad does get wiped out.
They defended the fatherland until death.
We're losing a sector.
Matched up and ready to go. The objective is
You need any construction?
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Pioneers!
Rifleman squads have been healed up, pushing way out. Two of them have Veteran C1. We do have a capture over here of the Wehrmacht player. This point's being captured up, but this US player does maintain this sector. Rifleman captured that fuel point, so we're not being in supply until this point gets recaptured. You have another 234 being plotted on the field. No additional Veteran C yet.
We captured munition location. We are prepared to do precisely as ordered.
And the Wehrmacht player is pretty low on fuel. Needs to get more fuel points. Right up there on the Rifleman. Over here, the Rifleman squad's captured this VP.
Armored car deployed.
Forward supply lines are broken.
We're losing territory.
And also got M2 howitzer barrage running on in. Does get some good hits down the Rifleman squad that Stug. Does drop a bar. But it doesn't have any good squads actually pick up that bar.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
Capturing MG42, received some sniper shots there. I heard a landmine detonation. Not on the snipers. Rifleman squad pushing around on the flank. Snipers advancing forward. No landmines in this region. And he finds some shots there on the AT gun. Let's find some shots there onto the Rifleman. And we've got now two 234s now deployed on the field. Sniper squad does fall back, does see a bit of friendly fire damage. And now we've got registered artillery available. A relatively cheap defensive artillery ability. Rifleman squad does fall back. And does receive a good sniper shot there, but both snipers hit the same target. Rifleman squad's now trying to overrun those snipers. M2 howitzer are now raining on in over here. Autocan does hit this Rifleman. Let's get a small hits on the Stug. Rifleman squad just does throw a sticky bomb there on the 234. Does get damaged and crit there. Rifleman squad still has plenty of health to play around with. AT gun setup hitting this 234. Does get a good hit there. The Rifleman squad's now flitching around. Looks like it's unable to get off another sticky bomb. Pioneers with a bar trying to repair for these forces. Rogue's quite wounded. 234 has damaged engine and the M1AT guns in pursuit. Does get a shot off there. Engineers fancy on forward. Okay, trying to hit these Pioneers. The other 234 is also quite wounded. All these vehicles just need repairs. Stug falls back.
Territory.
234 still has health. Now got this 234. May does not receive a sticky bomb there. Over here, got these engineers to decapture that point. Sniper says get some hits there onto the M1AT gun. This Rifleman squad is doing quite a bit of damage from these forces. Does get a fresh MG42 pull out on the field. And the Rifleman squad does fall back in time. Looks like he now has light vehicle efficiency.
Our forward supply lines
that's a Hellcat running over our vehicles. So we do have a Hellcat now pulled on the field. Trying to overrun these light vehicles. Does roll a miss there. Does give a good hit there. And now got the 50mm being researched. He's being a little bit desperate since he's trying to pull that one out. Doug is back here. Damage. 50mm still running away. Does give it almost deadly hit there. This 234 is also being upgraded to 50mm. This is a little bit desperate against this Hellcat. Let's keep the Hellcat away for the time being. More artillery in this region. 54 getting some great hits there on that captured MG42. The MG42 over here is receiving quite a bit of artillery, however. Now register artillery is being pulled on out. It does drop pretty quickly. I do have fresh steel deployed in the field, and he has deployed out that 50mm. Over here, the 50mm has been cancelled.
Attention! The enemy advances!
Only the best in German engineering.
Pioneers time to capture some of these sectors. We've got a massive VP lead for the US player. The Iraq player has a small, little manpower, enough munitions for register artillery now, and no fuel remaining. He's going for another Stug. His opponent right now has a small reserve of manpower, good reserve of munitions, enough for an off-power parachute.
Production is now at double time.
And it's also a small reserve of fuel. He can deploy out more Hellcats if so choose with not that enough fuel. He probably has enough fuel for the rest of the game, honestly. He also deploy out Rangers if needed. Rifleman squad's being suppressed by the MG42. James seems to fire there, does fall back now. Ronan does get unsuppressed now. Stokes can try moving their way over here to put some holes in this rifleman. And when T-Gun is facing forward, and the Hellcat is way back here. And the US player is a little bit over population.
Point is ours. We're hot. Position under fire. Let's get this over with, goddammit.
Rifleman squad does see a bit of fire there. Good hit there. AT-gun shot does find a hit there on the Stug. And now we do have the Pioneers trying to pull out some landmines. Stug's getting some hits there onto the Hellcat. Getting some good hits there now. Off my power shoot now ringing up in. The Hellcat could still go down. AT-gun does get a little bit wounded by the 50mm. 50mm lamp shot down the Hellcat. 50mm does get the short engine crit there. Fully mobilized on the Stugs. 50mm may want to back on off. Try to get some more hits there on the AT gun. Stugs still in a good angle to hit the AT gun. Rifle squad being forced to dance around. 50mm does get a hit there. Stugs a hit there. This is going to be dead to this Stug, likely with that sticky bomb there. 2, 3, 4 advancing forward. Pioneer squad receiving quite a bit of damage there. Pioneer squad needs to fall back. And the AT gun does get overran, so does that engineer. Rifleman squad does fall back as well. Got this fresh rifleman, or not so fresh rifleman squad. Push away forward. 20mm cannon again does receive a sticky bomb there. 50mm and Stugs advancing to his own space. They are the crux of these forces, trying to hit this howitzer. Rolls a bounce of one of those shots. And now we got the Rangers now engaging close range. M2 receiving quite a bit of fire there. 50mm not advancing. And howitzer does go down. One Stug has to take some damage, the other one has to quite a bit of damage from the bazookas. Now do have something we call this a 28cm rocket barrage. Yeah, 28cm rocket barrage now raining on in. May lose some of these Stugs into that barrage because it is relatively wide scattered, but does not. Gets a good hit there on the tank depot, but nowhere enough to kill it off. It does receive a sticky bomb there, it does lose that one. And gets fully mobilized there. And tank depot is pretty far away from going down. The short engine crit there, still not dead. Gun's still up and going. Being repaired up by the engineers now. Force fire on the ground right there. I'm not sure why he's force fire on the ground. They try to get the rifleman efficiency. Rangers now firing it up, trying to hit the 20mm. Got the 50mm, the 20mm, both not quite wounded. Crush Stug deployed on the field. probably want to take time to keep these engineers in the back line to get repaired up. He never knows how much munitions his opponent has, but the answer to that question is actually very little. It does cost 200 munitions, however. 20mm starting to receive quite a bit of damage now. 50mm rotates gun around. Goes out of control there. Pack 30 gets a good hit there as well. Oh, did that go? No, that's not out of control. I saw it rotating around thinking it did. Engineers and pioneers engaging at close range. They got another decrewed MG42, so you can perhaps blame that one as well. Oh, and that's a captured M1AT gun, not Pack 38. Getting some good hits there. Stug. And he may lose a 50mm at the current rate. And the M1AT gun does get decrewed. Sniper firing away. He has only one sniper remaining. The other one has gone down at one point in time. I'm not sure by what. Pioneers engaging the engineers along with the pioneers of a bar. Got these forces back at home. Still no support weapons, veterans see.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
We have another Stug on the build queue.
Forward supply lines are broken.
M1AT gun crawling on its way back.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
And looks like this Pioneer squad does get forced some back. Stug fires some misses there. And the bar Pioneer may get wiped out. Finds a landmine there. The bar Pioneer does escape on out there. Stug finds a shot there in the Hellcat, but both of them looks like appears to miss. I think there's a reflection of Stug. Does get a hit there now. Second Stug now advancing on forward. Gets another hit there.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Oh, here we have the rifle squad getting suppressed by the peak amounts of the buildings. The rifle squad does fall back now. They go down to Stugs. It's very wounded.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Now got this rifleman squad captured this VP. Sniper and Stug once again deployed on out, so right now there's 3 Stugs. No additional veterancy at the moment. Sniper gains some hits there on the captured MG42. It does pick off the captured MG42.
Losing a sector.
Oh, is that a mortar? Aspen from Off-Map Combat Group, right? If he has an Off-Map Combat Group available, see a lot of riflemen. He may have got an AT gun and 2 riflemen and a mortar. That's my guess. Stug receiving a bit of fire there. 50mm trying to engage this rifleman. Oh, receiving some AT gun shots now. 50mm does not go down at the moment. Hellcat charging forward, trying to hit some of these forces. Still getting repaired on up by the Pioneers with no health.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
50mm may go down. Does get a shot there and does receive a lethal blow there. Rifleman does get vetted up with wiping out that Pioneer. Keeps the VP captured.
Rifle squad has the objective.
Losing ground out there.
Two Wehrmacht sniper spawn on the field, 2 kills and 15 kills. Is there any landmine over here? Nope, we do not. Rifle squad's advancing on forward, and these Pioneers could get wiped out. They're oh so wounded. Rifle squad does see a shot there.
Enemy unit
Wipes out one of the Pioneers, the other one with the bar does escape out of there. Snipers receive some kills there.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. Time to kill some crowd.
And does capture that point.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. Listen up, people. Hellcat, reading you.
Hellcat camouflage right there. Rifleman squad has lost a model there. Bullet from a sniper. Does find a shot there on the engineers. Does find another shot over here. Joke's now just firing away. Now we got this rifle squad advancing forward, trying to capture this fuel point now. More rifle squads and a mortar push way forward. We got this rifle squad. Seeing some fire from the Stug. Now here this rifle squad see a bit of damage there. Rifle squads do fall back there.
Our forces are
Those
taking
drop a couple models, but
casualties.
does escape on out. Snipers gain some good hits there. It's delayed by the Stugs, down to 3 models, so the sniper should be able to find another pair of shots onto it, forcing down to one last model. And does fall back nice and early. Does get one of the models on retreat. Now we've got this 2-3-4 trying to advance forward on the flanks. Very nice.
The enemy is after our victory point. Stand firm, allies.
This play has still
Battle
plenty
is
of
ours.
riflemen squads in the field. Could go for a medic station if he wants more rifleman squads, but right now he's fighting against soldiers, so he could use the AT gun. AT for
Enemy unit
Hellcat
down.
camouflage right there. That's
Infantry
just
squad
one.
lost.
It looks like he's been losing some of these rifle squads to the snipers. Or could have been wiped out up here, not so sure. Mortar does get decrewed by the snipers. Oh, not a good idea to recapture it. He's fighting against mobile forces.
Germans losing
Not
ground.
going to be really that useful to recapture it up. We do have another rifle squad before trying to get some hits onto these Stugs. And now we've got 3 rifle squad, Vet 3, Vet 1, and Vet 2. Rifle squads advancing forward, trying to get some sticky bombs in this region. This VP is captured by the Wehrmacht player. US AT gun starting to get overrun. There's an MG bunker in this region as well. Stug trying to engage in glorious melee combat. Second AT gun not pulled on the field. Off-on power shoot raining on in over here. May wipe up 2-3-4 if it's not paying attention. Does get main gun destroyed crit there. And he does go down off the power shoot. And soon he has enough manpower for another off-map combat group. May need to get these guys reinforced first, however. Looks like same as manpower for the off-map combat group then. He's going to reinforce. Register artillery raining on in, which apparently bounced off buildings. And sticky bomb does connect. Destroyed engine crit there, leaving it very exposed. Bounce and pen. Another bounce there. Seeing some pens there. The Hellcat looks like will go down. Another stick bomb does connect. That should wipe it out.
Enemy unit down.
Now off-map cover groups now available. Those deploy out a MG, Rifleman, AT gun, and Greyhound. Greyhound can be useful to help protect the flanks, so can the MG42. AT gun would be useful, and Rifleman are always useful. So let's use the healing crate ability there on the snipers. Trying to engage at close range, just wipe out one of the snipers. The other sniper could potentially go down. And does wipe out both the snipers there. Rifleman squad may get wiped out in return, however. Or maybe not, and it's uncrewed AT gun there as well. 30 cal now trying to capture that point. He may want to get that 30 cal a bit farther back. Greyhound firing away. He's forced to be suppressed by the bunker. He does take out the Pioneer there. Counter kill crit. Now the Greyhound's falling on back. These forces do get pinned down. These forces are seeing a bit of fire there. AT guns starting to get overran as well. And we do have that Pioneer falling on back now. AT gun now falling back. We do have the Rifleman squad, Vet 3 Rifleman squad going for the VP. The Wehrmacht flight does not have a lot of VPs remaining. And the AT gun starting to get overran as well. Rifleman squad advancing forward, trying to get a sticky bomb onto the 234. He does get a sticky bomb on the 234. AT gun does get decrewed.
Casualties.
To try recapturing up this Rifleman squad quickly. Gonna do it with this other rifleman squad. This one, rifle squad does get pinned by the NG-42 of a single model. AT gun fires a shot, gets a good hit there. Does get a good hit there.
Enemy unit down.
And now that engine Pioneer does go down. AT gun or another sticky bomb onto the 234. Does not take it out. AT gun does roll a miss there, but is in range. And the AT gun rolls another miss there. Still has vision in this region. It goes for another sticky bomb there. And rolls another miss. Is this force find the ground there?
Annihilated. Enemy unit
Does
down.
lose AT gun to the sniper. Rush sniper, I should mention. That was kill number 6 with him. And looks like the Greyhound does go down as well. Right now there's a single capture in favor of the US player. And right now the Americans having trouble even capturing. There's only one BB capture on the map. That's all the US player really needs. He will still have enough munitions for off-map parachute, which can help him keep these other points secure. Or unsecure, really.
The enemy is down.
Trying to capture this point now.
points.
Pioneers trying to advance forward. The rifle squad may just want to sacrifice themselves there? Not really. It is the unvetted squad, and it's on the one last model. Maybe able to get the capture? Does get the capture there. And 30 cal now setting up, trying to suppress that Pioneer. Does suppress it there. And does get interrupted as well. 30 cal will wipe up the Pioneer. Now this double capture against the Vermin clan as Paul can spell doom. Capital D and lowercase o. Sticky bomb does connect onto the Stug. NG-42 does get decrewed, destroyed, engine crit on that one. And with 9 tickets, 7 tickets, this point's now been captured and up. Now countdown and singles rather than doubles. And here's on trying to decapture that point now, and the other points are not going to be decaptured anytime soon, so that is going to be end of the game. It's fully immobilized there. And they do cast the courtesy GG's. This and Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.